case law? Yeah. Edwards versus California. To repeat, we deal here with the constitutional right of the citizen. Yeah. Um, I have the right as a citizen to respond, yes, to anything you give me. All right. But I don't have the right to initiate, yes, some sort of response because I'm not the petitioner. Yeah. Otherwise, it's violating the protection order, right? That I'd be harassing. I'd get arrested. Well, where's the documentation that I'm responding to? Hmm. See, I really didn't have it available to send anything to her or my sons because I never got any additional documentation that allowed me to respond. And when she motioned the court for default dissolution of marriage, yes, it was obvious that she was in contempt of court. Now, I didn't know that the legal jargon at that time. Poop. But the truth of the matter is, 95% of her signatures are forgeries. Yes. And you paid individuals to play the part of my wife when during court hearings you were making judicial decisions. Now, this idea of travel. Let's say I tell you what the law says, and I am practicing law because this is what the law says, and this is the documentation that you have. And you said, no, we're going to keep him here. We're not going to let him have his sons, even though they're in the wrong grades, right? Even though a number of employees have enriched themselves at the expense of my sons. We're not going to let him use the judicial system, though he, as an American citizen, myself, right, could represent myself in court. When you did not give me the trial brief of the petitioner before issuing the final parenting plan, order for support, and residential time summary report, how do I respond as the respondent without any of the actual documentation? And if she had had an attorney, yes, I could have contacted them without violating the restraint provisions of the protection order. So when you file in a court of law ex parte and the judge does not protect my right to represent myself, the only thing that I could have done was the only thing that would have happened, yes, is you would have alleged that I was harassing the petitioner because I had nothing to respond to. Now, Edwards versus California, yeah. These activities or enjoyment, yes, natural are often necessary to the well-being of myself as an American citizen, as well as my five sons, yes, as well as Marilyn and her kids, right. I no longer have a cell phone number. I took the phone number off all my email accounts. Now, somebody is really smart, okay? I've been telling you that I wanted to travel to a hotel room. Yes. Bathe in a bathtub. Yes. I wanted all of us to live together. And you've obstructed my right to travel because you won't enforce my rights. Yes. You won't enforce the children victims' rights of the five minors named. Yes. You won't enforce the rights of the child abused children of Marilyn Van. Now, this right to activities or enjoyment, I'm going to stay here and continue to beat the until you enforce our rights to activities and enjoyment that happen to involve travel. Oh, this is not going to happen in Clown County, okay? Now, the Chicago Motor Coach, oh, phew. Now let's see here. A volunteer medical clinic versus operational right to travel is constitutional program against private as well as public encroachment. I think that Heidi did encroach upon my right to travel as a private citizen because she never obligated the court to prove that she actually served me. And as an ex parte petitioner of a dissolution of marriage, she never gave me anything to respond to, so there was no way for me to communicate. And since she did have an attorney, there was nobody for me to talk to. Okay? Now, blacks, okay, second, license in the law of contracts is a permission accorded to competent authority conferring the right to do some act. without which such authorization would be illegal, would be a trespass or tort. Now, would it be trespass if I had sent a letter to Heidi during the dissolution of marriage without without any documentation to respond to? Now, let's say she said, okay, okay. Let's say right now, okay, there's some sort of tort liability of refusing to enforce an individual's right to represent themselves in court and out of court. Yes, there's some sort of tort liability. Did you say there's a tort liability? Is that right? Did you say?